Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Woodman and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will proceed into talking about creating connections with people, starting with how to reach out to people. Sometimes people often feel weird about reaching out to people. Some of us would prefer to have someone reach out to you and just wait for a connection to happen. However, if all of us felt this way, then nobody would be networking with each other. Too often we think things like, I don't know what to say, I feel embarrassed, they think I'm weird, I wish I were a different kind of person, etc. Whatever you are feeling, it is likely to change once you actually connect with people. Reaching out may seem artificial, but interacting with people won't. Some of the people you reach out to will respond. Some of them will agree to speak with you. Some will be excited you reach out. They will recognize your bids and respond to them. You will have real interactions, and some of those conversations will feel good. You will get positive energy back from others. You might start hearing messages that sound like, sure, we can have a call. I have time tomorrow, if that's not too soon. I'm glad you reconnected. I was thinking about you a couple weeks ago. When you actually connect with people, you will initiate a positive reinforcement loop through which you will get useful ideas, helpful feedback, new connections, and ultimately real opportunities. Other people will contribute to your progress in ways you didn't see before. And the way you feel at the beginning will not be how you feel later on. With this in mind, let's talk about attitudes because they shape your mindset when it comes to reaching out to people. Psychological research has documented that feelings follow thoughts, not the other way around. If you think something will suck, then you will feel it sucking. If you think you will enjoy something, you will feel enjoyment. If you say, I can handle this, you are more likely to feel yourself handling it. This goes against the grind of modern life or grain of modern life where we spend a lot of time analyzing our feelings as a source of wisdom. If you change your thoughts, you change your feelings, and then you change your actions. This is where affirmative beliefs, mindsets, core principles, and even mantras come in. Here are 3 core attitudes that will make reaching out to people easier for you. The first is a spirit of generosity. This means you know speaking to people is worth your time. You are willing to spend time and energy doing this that you would otherwise use for different things. You are ready to go for it generally, and you don't spend a lot of time parsing things on a case-by-case basis, assessing whether this or that person really merits a reach out. You are essentially willing to put yourself out there. The second is a spirit of curiosity. This means you adopt a beginner's mind, which means I know very little rather than I know most things. When you contemplate reaching out, you make a practice of wondering, I wonder what I'll learn from this person. I wonder what this conversation will be like. You walk in as a learner, not as an expert. The third is a spirit of prosperity. This means that there is no scarcity of worthwhile people. There are billions of people out there, and you only need to meet a tiny fraction of them. There's a lot of success possible, and you only need to have your bit. If other people win, you can win as well, and vice versa. It is not a zero-sum game. Those are the attitudes you want to have going into reaching out to people. Now, let's talk about the difference between reaching out for a specific need and reaching out as an ongoing practice. Those are the 2 broad categories for how reaching out to people can be sorted, which can be helpful in figuring out the reason you want to talk to someone. When you have a need, you are seeking a solution of some kind. You could be seeking help, advice, feedback, agreement to do something, a referral or connection, a donation, or anything else, or almost anything else. You can seek this solution in a relationship building and relationship respecting way, but you do want something, and probably now. Here are some examples of reaching out for a specific need, meaning you have a problem to solve or are looking for a specific outcome for a specific interaction. Looking for advice or recommendation, getting feedback, learning something specific, trying to make other connections, introducing someone, seeking a donation, etc. When you are reaching out as an ongoing practice, you are focusing on developing the relationship itself. You don't have a specific need, or it's a long-term thing, or the need is a device you use to build a connection. The more you make your reaching out a practice rather than something in response to specific needs, the stronger your network will be in the long run. But still, don't feel bad if you mainly connect with people when you have specific needs. In fact, that is the type of relationship you've established with a person, and that is okay. Every relationship functions in its own way. Here are some examples of reaching out as an ongoing practice, meaning you are building or maintaining your relationship. Building a new relationship, reconnecting with a past relationship, updating contact information, sharing what your job is now, learning more about the other person, sharing more about yourself, finding people or interests in common, sharing information they might find useful, etc. Now, if you do not know how to professionally reach out to someone or would like some improvements to your outreach, let's go over some sample scripts you can use. It is up to you if you want to use these scripts word for word, but these can help you get started, and you can adapt these scripts to your outreach to a specific person. Let's talk about a brand new connection. You have met someone, now you want to keep it moving along. For a LinkedIn connection request, you could say, hello, it was nice seeing you at the event yesterday. I would love to stay in touch with you. For an email or text message, you can say, hello, it was great meeting you at the event. I would love to stay connected. Here is my email, phone number, so we can stay in touch. For a voicemail or voice message, you can say, hello, I just wanted to follow up to say it was great to meet you. We may see each other at the next event, but in the meantime, you can reach me at this number or email address. Let's talk about a brand new, not quite connection. Sometimes you will be at the same event as someone, but not get the chance to speak with them. You can still use the event as a reason to connect. For an email or LinkedIn message, you can say, hello, I enjoyed your presentation at the event. I didn't ask any questions, but I was blown away by what you presented. I would love to connect with you or keep in touch. Let's talk about following up on a referral. People may suggest you meet someone. It is nice when they formally introduce you, but you can follow up on your own. You want to name the connection, explain briefly who you are, and explain why you would like to speak with them. For an email, you could say this: the subject line, referral from X person to collaborate on advocating for more voting rights. Dear Y person, my name is Aaron Woodman. I was given your name by X person. I have known X person for a few years from doing civic engagement work with them in the community. One of the main things I have been focused on is advocating for expanding voting rights and making voting more accessible. X person told me you are involved with voting rights, and I would love to get a chance to meet you to see if you would be interested in collaborating with each other on this subject. Would you be interested in meeting with me? If so, what is your availability this week? I appreciate your consideration and look forward to your response. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Best regards, Aaron Woodman. See, the way you format this email is to introduce yourself, explain how you got the person's contact information, explain what you do for a living, explain why you want to talk to the other person, and give them a choice on if they want to meet with you. Remember, your email outreach does not need to be excessively long. If the person expresses interest in meeting with you, then you could go more in depth with your work. Otherwise, you end up giving a long message to someone who may not actually want to talk to you. Let's talk about reconnecting with someone you have been out of touch with. Some of these will be beloved, old friends, and others will be people you didn't know all that well to begin with. No matter what, you could reach out to everyone just the same. Here's what you can do for an old friend or acquaintance without a specific ask. For a call or voicemail, you can say, hello, it's Aaron. How have you been? I just drove past our old office building and thought of you. I think you might know that I have a new job in X industry. Anyway, give me a call sometime. I would love to catch up. For an email, text, or social media message, you could say, hello, it's Aaron. I walked in the park that we used to go to together. It made me think of you. I just wanted to say hi, and I hope things are going well with you. Perhaps we could go for another walk sometime. Here's what you can do for an old friend or acquaintance with a focus. For an email, you can say the subject line, looking for help promoting a program. Hello, I hope you're well. I can't believe we haven't spoken for 5 years, but I've been watching you make great contributions to our community. I want to congratulate you for getting that Community Service Award. You deserve it. I'm reaching out because I have a request for you. I'm organizing a leadership program where I want to hold seminars to teach local educators about ways to improve leadership skills in schools. My target audience is teachers and administrators in our local schools. Given that you are a teacher at one of the local schools in the community, would you be able to connect me with your principal so I would be able to talk to them about this and seek cooperation in getting this program promoted to the staff at your school? If you have any questions about my program, please feel free to let me know. I appreciate your consideration. Aaron. Here's what you can do for a weak tie from the past, someone you never knew well. For an email, you can say, subject line, greetings from your former coworker. Hello, it is your former coworker from X company. It has been around 5 years since we both work at the company together. I hope you're well. I'm traveling to New York City for a leadership conference, and I noticed that you posted on LinkedIn that you are heading to the same conference that I'm going to. What a coincidence! I hope I get to see you at the conference to catch up and hopefully be in at least one seminar session together. I am looking forward to it. Aaron. Let's talk about cold calls and emails. A cold call or email is an attempted connection with someone you have never met. This might be someone at a similar level or someone prominent. The best practices are 1. Be respectful and slightly differential while describing the interests you share. 2. Have a specific request that is easy for them to understand and keep things brief. 3. Make it easy for someone to say both yes and no. You want to make it easy for them to comply with your request, but you don't want them to feel awkward if they choose not to. Part of being respectful is showing that you know something about their accomplishments, even if you have never met them. Show that you have done your homework without being a stalker. Some useful phrases are, I followed your work since, I've learned about you in. What speaks to me most is we have a mutual interest in. When you reach out to people, you want to make it clear what your intentions are and how you would like their help. Here's an example email of reaching out to someone in this way. The subject line, a request to have a meeting with you. Dear X person, my name is Aaron Woodman. I am a constituency organizer for X political candidate. I started working with this candidate last month, and I am working on getting to meet various community leaders from diverse backgrounds so my political candidate can get to know the community they are seeking to serve in public office. One of the main things my political candidate has in their campaign agenda is to address the gun violence issue, especially among the local youth. I have done some research and saw that you have engaged with the local youth for the past several years to decrease gun violence among them. You have done some inspiring community projects to raise awareness about this issue and educate community members about gun violence. Would you be interested in having a meeting with me so I can get to know more about this issue and the type of support leaders like you need from the government to resolve this gun violence issue? If so, please let me know what your availability is. I would love to get a chance to have a conversation with you. I appreciate your consideration and time. Best regards, Aaron Woodman. Those are all the ways you can reach out to people. All in all, building conversations is about having the courage to start the outreach on your own instead of waiting for others to contact you. When you have a positive mindset and approach others with generosity, curiosity, and prosperity, reaching out to people becomes less intimidating and far more rewarding. Whether you are connecting to meet a specific need or simply nurturing relationships over time, every message you send and every conversation you begin opens the door to growth, learning, and opportunity. So, don't wait for the perfect moment and be the one who takes the first step. The connections you create today can shape the opportunities you experience in the future. In the next video, we will talk about how to have a conversation with someone. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you will be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon.